Hello. What, you want a hug or something? Anyway, more Darkest Dungeon. It's Darkest Dungeon time. Let me open the game. L plus cope. Alright, so good news. I have discovered editing software now. And like a monkey using tools for the first time, we're getting somewhere. We're gonna make some progress. Although I'm still not a fan of the mic though. I think the quality's terrible and it kinda makes me upset because I paid pretty good money for these headphones with the mic on them. But I think what I need is an actual microphone. You know, the ones that stand on your desk. Trouble is hmm, I don't exactly know. And hopefully you can't hear the dogs barking. We have a lot of dogs around here. But yeah, eventually I'll get some better equipment. Enough holding it off. We're gonna do it. I decided to change out the Hellion for a Grave Robber for this team. Because my original plan was I was going to have the Highwayman riposte and the Hellion that was here. I was going to have her use Breakthrough, but I figured it'd just be easier to use a Grave Robber because they're more row versatile. Got Flagellant here to help with the Occultist if I need some extra healing. Hopefully this will be enough backline damage. Got some decent frontline options. This could hit either or. Anyway, yeah, let's do it. But yeah, think I'm gonna have to change my plan. I'm actually going to head to the Warrens. Oh. Okay, good. I got some nighttime ambush preventative options. Not that it would matter. I just realized this is a short expedition, not a long one. Let's see. Yeah, 8,000 gold. That's good. Oh, I usually take 2 shovels. And not to mention, I would have forgotten any shovels if the Grave Robber didn't come with one by default. I'm hoping that it's recording. I still don't have a viable way to check if it's recording. Because if I exit the game, force exit, come back, it usually crashes. But yeah, 9 subscribers. I'm thinking of a 10 subscriber special. It should be pretty fun. You know, I think I actually brought a water this time. Let me go get it. I was smart enough to get water, and I was also smart enough not to drink it directly into the mic. But yeah, oh, ugh. Ah, I hate crits. Ah, that fucking sucks. No disease though, so that's good. I always go for the disease pigs. I hate the disease pigs. They're the worst. Okay, so if he reposts up here and moves forward, and then she lunges, that's gonna make him in the 3rd row, and that's not really a good option, is it? Ah, I thought that would do more damage. Shit. Yep, off to a great start. How high is this thing's crit again? I wish we could see how high the crit chance is. Because it feels like the disease pigs always crit. Well, might as well not waste the opportunity. High dodge. 3 crits. It is not a good start. And 2 stuns. Ooh, that's good. I love this game to death, but I do see why people say it's an RNG nightmare. Can I heal you? There we go. Man, I hate the fact that we have about 8 dogs. I love them all to death. It's just really hard. Staying with my parents until I can find get enough money to move out or get a roommate or something. I was thinking of doing some kind of college thing, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what I would do. And I guess the reason I'm so comfortable with saying all this is because I know a majority of people around my age probably don't really know what to do with their lives either. Not to mention, COVID hit roughly the time after I graduated. Come on, baby. Oh, you're fucking kidding me! 80%! I should have used the Grave Robber like I was originally planning. I fucking hate Stygian. I'd like to point out, we have not made it to the 3rd room. Or is that the 2nd? No, I think it'd be the 3rd. And already somebody's afflicted. All because of some fucking critical bullshit and the stupid disease pig. You know, I'm thinking of playing other games too, like Terraria. Terraria is always fun. Cult of the Lamb. I might be able to take advantage of the fact that it's new and people are interested in it. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I already did play Cult of the Lamb, I just haven't beat it yet. I was thinking of making a new file. Oh, I thought he was gonna move back. C3, 3. Alright, now if this hits, it's good. But if it doesn't hit, which it probably won't, but I'm gonna risk it, my highwayman's probably gonna get fucked up. Yeah, well, you know. Oh yeah, right. He passed. Ooh! Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. Maybe I should have put on weak... No, that's not it. What's it called again? Vulnerability Hex. Sweet. You know, what would I even do for a 10 subscriber special anyway? I want it to be mediocre enough so that way it I mean, it's 10 subscribers. Actually, you know what? No, I changed my mind. It'd be funnier if it was some big thing. I'm just not sure what. And I don't got any. You know, it's kind of funny. Because normally I take a bunch of anti-venoms to the warrens. But I find more times than not, it's actually the bleed that gets you here. Because Swine Chopper can bleed, Caged Bastard can bleed, Human Face Drum Man can also bleed. Oh, wait, no he can't. I was on a roll there. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I do not know how people beat Stygian at all. There's this one guy I saw online, and he beat it in 16 weeks or so. It was with Abominations. It's probably better to... Yeah. Oh, by the way, this team is gonna be the team I use to take on the final boss. What? Huh? The hell? 0 damage. Oh, right. No, I'm gonna heal. I forgot that Fearful gave you a damage penalty. I don't get why Fearful would give you a damage penalty. I mean, the extra dodge makes sense. I guess they're afraid, so they're not gonna put out as much damage because they don't want to touch them or be near them. I'm talking about literal standpoint. Not necessarily just, oh, it's a video game. Ugh. It's bad he's one of my boys. Yeah, do it. Oh, Rapturous. Come on, baby. Yeah, he got afflicted! Let's go! Oh, this is a hallway battle. So that means it's not even gonna count. Short missions are very deadly, surprisingly. 2 bleed, 2 bleed, 3. There you go. Ah, see? Shovel. Also, I think I took 8 food in. Normally I take 12, but I'm trying to save gold. Then again, I did bring the medical herbs, but that's in case if I needed more food. Virtuous, virtuous, virtuous. Go figure. Apart from that one video that I doubt anybody saw, I got 3 virtues Although somebody did die in the party. You know, I think that was this run. I'm having a hard time remembering. Because I don't necessarily do this run every single day. Like, I've been gone for a decent chunk of time. Now, if I'm lucky, this will be the last room. Don't even need to worry about it. Let's see. 3 to 5. I'm gonna use this because everyone here is good in no matter what position you pull them to. Something I do wish that they bothered to do. I mean, maybe they'll do it for the second darkest dungeon. I mean, I know they didn't want enemies to be pulled to the front and become basically useless all the time. Ooh! Missed that virtue. I was busy rambling. But yeah, you pull enemies to the front and they have moves that can just damage you and bring you to the back. I mean, they don't move, they don't really do anything except just kind of have a move that brings them back there once they're up front. The only exception I can think of off the top of my head who doesn't really have a good move that can bring him to the back and he's just kind of stuck there would be the bone couriers in the ruins. You pull them, and not to mention, it's not even if you pull it to second, that's not even guaranteed to work because he can still use tempting goblet and just fuck up your day. He has to be in the first row. Also, I did watch a Darkest Dungeon documentary on YouTube. And apparently there was a controversy because of the corpses. People did not like the addition of corpses. I mean, I'm fine with the corpses because I never really bothered to turn them off. They kind of made me mad at the beginning, but as I adapted and got used to it, it wasn't too much of a problem. I mean, that's what moves like Demon's Bowl are for. Now that you think about it, I think the ideal way to get the most value out of this move is that you just finish killing the front lines and you pull the back line up front and it clears the front line corpses so that way they can't really do anything. Also, I'm probably not going to use her too much, but I always... Oh no, Klepto. She's already here. Extra gold may or may not take her. And I'm probably going to need that extra gold because I didn't expect 3 out of my 4 heroes to get afflicted. I mean, that... Come on, guys. It's just monsters made of pig flesh that smell terrible, are oozing bone and sinew and all of that, and blood. It's not that bad. Quit being pussies. Huh. That would be very beneficial for my lever. Yeah, there he is. Wait, what happened to her? Fuck. Also, I do find that negative quirks are more likely to be got in the treatment facilities than positive ones. I wish they just made the percentage of each even, so that way we could get better quirks more often. On the bright side, this is opened up. I'm either gonna go here or here. Oh, you're still in the fucking bar too, you drunk? Alright. I suppose I could mix up the teams if I want to, but I'm even a little skeptical about taking the antiquarian on some trips. Because this is really hard to make sure everyone's on the same level. Because if they're too high, if they're higher than the other ones, they're going to be like, I'm not going to go in this dungeon. And then what? You don't have a full team. And that matters here more than ever, because you don't have a chance to get 500 heroes. The most I want to get 17, and I'm probably not even going to use the antiquarian. Alright. Guess I could use the usual suspects. But how much backline damage would that really bring me? No, I don't think I can do it. However, what I can do is I could go to this one and get the armlet at least. If this party was available, I'd probably do it. Maybe I could have brought the occultist or something. Oh, wait, that reminds me. There we go. Gotta make sure all the moves I have here are pretty good. You know, maybe I should take the time to edit out my awkward silences. That'd probably make it more enjoyable. Yeah, this is good. Also, is it riposte or riposte? Because I hear people say it multiple different ways. Eeny, meeny, miny, up. Ooh. I'm pretty certain this can take care of one of my negative quirks. Fragile's pretty bad. This one's inconsequential. That one's probably the worst one, but then you got all these other ones to go through. Eh. This will probably be useful at least. Oh. It's for loot. I thought it was one of those quirk curing curios. Let's see. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go back. Yeah, it's not worth running into that in case if I need the shovel for something better. Plus, I can squeeze as much loot as I want out of the warrants. You know what I don't get? When the ancestor throws a bunch of pig flesh in the hole, it's fine because he's in a position of authority. And, well, I suppose nobody really knew about that too much. But when I do it, I'm psychotic. I'm just saying, that's kind of funny. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Also, I'm pretty certain that somebody's gonna die in the darkest dungeon on the first expedition. Pretty certain of it. Although for the second one, I'm almost, Actually, I usually suck at the second assault on the dungeon, but I think that's because I focus too much on the guarding. Well, let me explain. So you have talisman, right? And they protect you from this move called Revelation, I believe it is. It does 100% stress and a bit more damage. But if you have the talisman, it does basically no stress and minimal damage. Trouble is you only get 3 of them, and not 4. So I usually bring some people who can guard. That's why I have the Man-at-Arms and the Houndmaster in the same party, because my plan's to guard the Vestal, because she's less likely to get targeted. I think. Regardless, I'm doing it anyway. Also, I really want the achievement for beating Sindri, and I have almost all the achievements. Oh, speaking of achievements, finally got my Dungeons and Dragons group to come back. I'm a dungeon master. Thank you very much. Please pat me on the head. No, I think it's pat me on the back. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I lost my train of thought. The point is that everybody showed up. Well, almost everybody. But they don't show up anyway, and it's kind of sad because I really want them there. They just have busy schedules. Although the trouble is they don't really communicate with me too much on scheduling. So then I spend my time planning stuff for them, and then they don't show up. I mean, I get it. Everybody has busy lives, and we have such a big group of people. I doubt we're gonna have everyone there for D&D always. The trouble is it was a really big story element, and it went super well. And my campaign's not really too serious most of the time anyway, so I'm glad that we were able to actually focus for once. I did basically need to push him along. It got to the point where I was telling them to get back on the railroad. I mean, no joke, I have this train whistle right next to me. And I was like, chugga chugga, chugga chugga, chugga chugga, chugga chugga, all aboard! See what I mean? They wouldn't listen to me, though. And the reason that they were distracted was because I killed one of the NPCs, and the other party members were mad at this other party member because she didn't show too much empathy towards it. And she tried explaining herself, and eventually the other party members had enough, and they were trying to kill that party member. I tried to stop it, but they were insistent. So eventually I just had to let them do it. Although I do think that it worked out rather nicely, actually. All things considered, it could have gone worse. And as far as I could tell, there's no real-life animosity. Because they killed the person I'm talking about's character. Everyone seems to be good. So I think we're all fine. I was afraid I was going to have a huge argument on my hands about, oh, your fictional character killed my fictional character. Well, maybe it would be upsetting if it happened to me, I suppose. Given how it were supposed to be working as a team. Although if it were me, I would probably just take it on the chin and make a new character. I really love making new characters. And I love D&D because it gives me an outlet for storytelling that I normally don't get. I mean, I suppose I could start writing a book if I really wanted to. Of course, I would avoid using D&D properties and stuff like that. Had an idea for a book, I might go for it, I might not. Just really depends on how I'm feeling. Hell, I might do it today. Because I have the day off, I was originally supposed to help my aunt move, but she got sick. Not COVID. I hope. And yeah. Oh, shit. I've been talking about all this creative stuff, but I guess I should really work on what I want to do for a living. The job I have right now is pretty good. It's very hard work and you have to be patient for it. It's a thankless job, but it's one that helps people. You know, I suppose I could tell you what it is. I help the elderly. Ooh. I help the elderly, mainly patients with dementia. I shouldn't even start talking about it, it's gonna make me sad. Poor things. It's kind of spooky. Because we see this daycare sometimes that comes by. And sometimes the dementia patients act just like the children. It's like they're reverting. Which I suppose that's what they're doing, but it's a really scary thing to think about. And I just kind of hope that we're giving them a happy time before their final rest. Damn, I shouldn't even brought that up. Yikes. Yeah, that wasn't funny at all. Oop. Gum. Anyone else ever sit on their leg until it's numb? Worst feeling. It's really pretty outside right now. I'm in the mountains. It's raining. I like cloudier days. But specifically the cloudier days where there's still light. Not completely dark. The light grit. Oh, fuck. I forgot to bring a key, didn't I? Alright. Now I can open it here, or I can push my luck, do a battle room up here, and hopefully I'll get a key. Yeah, and normally I bring a key. Also, I know I'm gonna regret mentioning it because it's gonna happen if I mention it. But I'm surprised Reynolds' kleptomaniac quirk hasn't come into effect yet. I feel like it comes in during the main dungeon like it's programmed to, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't work too often, which is really good. I'm pretty certain it'll work at some point, but could you imagine if one of the worst quirks in the game was bugged out to where it didn't function? That'd be wonderful, because then you can let it sink in to the hero and not have to worry about it. It's basically a free space on the quirk slot if that were the case. Did I say free space? Yeah, I guess I could describe it. What I mean is that if you have enough bad quirks that are locked in, you shouldn't be able to get new ones that are far worse. Like, what would be a bad one for Renault? Uh, you know what? Maybe I'll just go one that's bad in general. The imposter syndrome. If you don't know, that makes it to where you can't. Your character sometimes just says, "Oh no, I'm not up to the task," and skips their own turn. You know, I didn't used to like harder games. Now that I think about it, I never really beat Dark Souls. I still have it, as well as the Xbox I played it on. I got stuck on the snake area. It's really difficult. Kind of annoying, actually. And it's not necessarily because of the enemies, it's because of the terrain. And every time you die, you have to do it all over again. Should I... You know what, maybe he'll critical hit and just one-shot this guy. Wouldn't that be great? Boop. Haha, got him. Yeah. Ooh, that's good. Also, you know what I realized? I just realized that doesn't matter how much or how little I talk in these. I suppose what matters most is if I'm comfortable. It's my channel. Although then again, I am trying to make entertainment for people. Or maybe this is just a way to get my thoughts out. uh, I messed up there. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take what I could get. You know, while I'm here, there's nothing really too good to go for. And I could probably leave. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna leave it up to fate. If I get a nighttime ambush, then I'll have another chance at loot. But if I don't, then I leave the dungeon. Speaking of dungeons, for Dungeons and Dragons, I've been thinking on making another dungeon for my players. The one I had before kinda sucked. And the reason I'm saying that is because I kinda overestimate my enemies that I throw at them. I threw a gelatinous cube at them, but I kind of nerfed it a bit because it did so much damage. I thought, oh, well, if I lower the health of it, then it shouldn't really matter. But what ended up happening is that it swallowed someone, did a ton of damage. They used Hellish Rebuke and basically killed it. It's really hard to balance for Dungeons and Dragons. Especially when you're trying to not kill your players. I mean, yeah, throw as much stuff as you want at them and see if they make it through. That's fun. But what I'm saying is that not all the time. Although I do think I could improve on upping the challenge a bit. Like, for example, the last session, before the session I mentioned that we did last night, that was pretty good. Oh, wait. If I get... Can't she use leeches on herself? Oh, the cure. Yeah, you know what? I could probably get away. You know what? I doubt there's anything that can cause bleed from that far. I think it'd just be cheaper to 175. Damn, it'd be cheaper to remove it here. But see, they're all level 3, and that's what I'm talking about. Alright, I think I rambled on long enough. Also, I missed this. Do I get a free upgrade? Oh shit, I do. It's kind of a shame I didn't upgrade this further. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and then I'm gonna keep recording. So that way it's chopped up like a fine zucchini. Anyway, see you next time.